All right, I have made it back to the Walmart parking lot for now, anyway. And it's really weird. I think maybe that's another thing that's burning me out is being kind of stuck in the same lot. And I don't have much of a choice because I can't afford to keep moving. I got to be working to get income, so having to stay stationary is also twisting my brain. Here, I should turn this on here. Let's see here. I don't know, can you still see me pretty good? Oh, maybe the lighting ain't too bad. On the lean forward, I know you can see me. I'll try turning on this little light down here. Oops. There, that'll light it up a little bit more. That's a little bit better anyway. So I think that's another thing that's really wearing on me, along with everything else altogether, is that because in the 3 years of living in this camper, I haven't felt because I've been able to move, and stay here one night, stay there one night, stay there one night, so I get to change scenery and it keeps my mind active, and I can afford to go do stuff in between working and stuff, like they got this cool place called Flyover America at the Mall of America, and man, is that a cool experience. So that was like one of the things I did on a weekend or something when I wasn't working, or I'd go, that I can do in the winter. So I'd try to find some indoor activities that during the winter I could do. I'd go roller skating sometimes. In the summer, well, then I'm open. I can do more activities that are indoor, outdoor. Because I went to ballets and stuff that were indoor. Then I went to an opera in the park that was outside. It was Opera Under the Stars, and they did it in a park at night. It was really cool. I'd never been to an actual opera before, so it was kind of neat to go to one that was outside in the park under the stars at night. But see, that kept me active and doing stuff. So days and months just passed right on by. But so it wasn't so much the RV living that's hard. It's not having the income, to be able to keep moving and doing stuff and paying bills and all that kind of stuff. Not that I like paying bills, but I do pay my bills while I was working. Now I'm starting to lose a lot of stuff because I don't have no money to pay bills. Oh boy. Yeah, this has been an experience, that's for sure. Ain't no joke about that. Oh my. I don't know. That's funny, I'm talking about how I'm stressing out and stuff. I don't know if our phones are listening to us or what. But then right here, what pops up on Facebook, it says, when things feel overwhelming, remember, one thought at a time, one task at a time, one day at a time. Just breathe. Fits with how I'm feeling, but it doesn't solve anything. I thought I had more to, but I was going somewhere with this, but see, I'm trying to think what I was going to say because I'm starting from all this extra stress that I'm not being able to shake, and this negativity or the sadness or whatever I got going on with my situation. It's burning me out, and the burning me out part is a negative energy because I'm having a hard time staying upbeat and positive. And part of that is feeling like I gotta stay in one lot because I can't in one spot here and just move around a little bit in the parking lot so it looks like I'm moving so I don't get towed. I feel like I'm always looking over my shoulder, like, are they gonna bother me today? Are they gonna tell me I have to go today? I don't know, there's just all kinds of things building up. And because I haven't had money and been out of work so long, it's just that, and then on top of all the other stuff, and I shouldn't even be in this position, you know. I mean, if I didn't have difficult family members or whatever, I don't know how to not to label them, but how to label them, you know, because it's not like they're nice or supportive or anything. So anyway, all that combined is really, you know, and since things are getting tougher and tougher for me, then I start thinking about, you know, gosh, if that didn't happen, if 2 years ago or whatever, when the house and everything sold, if my brother didn't ditch out on attorneys or whatever, I would have already had a check cut for over $100,000, and I would have a place, and I'd still have my camper, but I'd have a place, so I wouldn't have been paying for storage units all along, which I lost. Unless something happened real quick, I could try getting hold of them and see if they auctioned it yet. But there's no sense in contacting them right now because I got no money for doing it, and they told me they were going to auction, so I'm stressed out about that a little bit. But there ain't nothing I can do. I ain't got no money, so there ain't no way to fix it. But it's going to get better. And even if I lose all my stuff from storage units, I still keep hanging on to a little bit of hope that maybe something will happen real quick here, and I'll be able to save it at the last minute, kind of a deal. I don't know. They might already be gone. I don't know. But had I already had a place, if I don't have a bonehead for a brother, you know, I wouldn't have been paying storage units all along either. I'd have my own place up here. And I don't know. I hope that all comes through yet. I mean, there's still, I don't know, I just kind of look at it as a 50-50 right now, you know. I got attorneys trying to help me with that stuff. And I don't know if my brother, I just cannot imagine he spent all that. Because he would have had to spend mine and his. That'd be about $250,000. You know? So, I don't know. But, I hope he wasn't stupid and did that. I hope he's just being his narcissist self and just trying to control or punish me or make things difficult for me. I mean, he still messed himself up because it's still a felony offense what he's done. But it doesn't help my situation at all right now. Not until if I'm blessed enough to get what I should have gotten and more. Actually, is what I should have had. But I don't care. I mean, he didn't deserve half because he ain't never been around, and he didn't do none of the remodeling or building or none of that stuff there. But I did it all. But I was prepared to only get half and let him have half because he's my brother and I ain't nothing to do about it legally. But so I wasn't going to argue about it or nothing. But I'm not happy that I got zero. 0 cents is not a good thing, you know. So we'll see what happens. I keep praying to God that something's going to happen or come through or something. So what I'm going to do next in a little bit here, and shortly here, I'm going to stop filming. Where are we at right now? I can't tell if that's it. I think it's 8 minutes, I think. I don't know. I can't tell if it's a 6 or an 8. It's a little screen. I'll probably stop filming here shortly and use my 5-gallon can to top off my diesel. So I'm pretty sure I got at least a couple gallons in the 5-gallon can so I can top off my diesel. So I ain't got to worry about the furnace running out of fuel tonight. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll try making a can of soup or something. I don't know. My propane, I know it's getting close to empty, so if I'm gonna cook something, I should probably cook. I think I got a can of bean and bacon soup. I could make that because that way, if the flame goes out and quits, I can still eat it cold. You know, it ain't gonna hurt me. I'd prefer it hot, but but the main thing I've been using it for now is for making hot cocoa in the morning or at night, so that way I can drink a warm beverage to warm up my insides in the morning when I get out of bed from under the covers, and then sometimes I'll make some before I go to bed, so I got something to sip on and warm me up on the inside before I bundle up under the covers. God, I can't wait till everything's better. I can't wait till things are back to flowing and going, and I can look back at all these hard times, and if I want, I can maybe further in the future when I'm doing super awesome and really enjoying and having an abundant life and helping people, I'll have all this hard times on record for me to look back, or I can tell my grandkids about, or and someday when I'm not here, they should still be available for somebody. They say once it's on the internet, it's there forever, so we'll see. Oh boy, I can't believe I'm doing this. So it was a big step. Actually, by myself, I wouldn't have done it. By myself, I would not be doing this channel. If it wasn't for God really telling me He wanted me to start talking about Him, or sharing my faith and belief in Him, or whatever, I wouldn't have done this channel. There's no way. But I felt really, if you'd say called to do it or whatever. Oh, I forgot to shut off my navigator. Come on, there we go. Yeah, I almost felt like kind of forced into doing it, and do not want to get in front of this camera, but I'm glad that it's happening, because I'm getting more relaxed on camera. So it'll be good for this channel anyway, because I like my whole idea behind this channel too. Just sharing who I am. Let the whole world know me. Oh boy. Good time to do it too, I'm 57, so if I did something like this in my 20s, of course, then the internet wasn't like it is now. See, I was around for all this internet stuff. I'm 57, so who knows how long I'll live. Hopefully the good Lord blesses me with a long, fruitful, abundant life yet ahead of me. I hope so. I really do. And I'm not like in rotten health or nothing, but my right knee is starting to bug me a bit. And if I can lose some more weight, that'll be bugged less, because I'd be carrying less weight. I feel like it's about to go out on me or something on my knee. Feels like it's gonna buckle backwards sometimes. So and maybe I'll go into Walmart and get a 89-cent pack of lunch meat and a couple of things. I think I got enough bread left in here. Maybe I'll make a couple sandwiches or something. Well, I could get that and then try making a soup. Soup sounds kind of good. I don't know. Soup does sound good though right now. Nice warm soup. Maybe I should just do that and not even worry about going on the store. Oh, I gotta fill my diesel too. I gotta pull out a 5-gallon can and top off my diesel for the furnace. Because I can feel the temperature already kind of dropping down in here, because I don't have the furnace running right now. Because I've been trying to shut it off all the time, and now if it was really super freezing cold, like when it's below 0, then I'd leave it running non-stop so the diesel don't gel up. That way it just keeps going. But to conserve fuel in that, I shut it off as often as I can. Especially if I've got to go somewhere with that, then I'm going to be having the dash heat going. There's no sense in running it. Just I save the diesel. And then depending on if we've got clouds or not, when the sun comes out, if there's a break in the clouds and it's sunny, I can shut it off then too when it's not super cold, because it heats up in here really good with the sun cooking on it. Like in the summer, it could be 75, we'll say, outside, and it could be 106 inside this camper. You know, because the sun, this is just like a little oven box or something. So even in the winter here, I've noticed that, you know, as long as the sun's out, I can pretty much, depending on what the temperature and the wind is doing outside, I can almost, a lot of times I can shut off the furnace after just at from about maybe, we'll say, 10 o'clock to maybe 2 to 4 o'clock or something like that, depending on how much sun there is and what the wind's doing, wind and temperature, what the temperature's at and what the wind's doing, because the sun heats it up pretty good. But now if it's really windy, then it doesn't hold the heat as well. And if it's super cold, same thing. But kind of weird the different things you learn when you're living in an RV. Well, I'm in a Class C camper, but I'm sure it's pretty much the same for van lifers and everybody else, unless you got one of them, the fancy models of an RV that's got the Arctic package with all the good insulation. This is not one of those. This has single pane windows. It does not have double pane. So, like the window by the couch, you just feel the cold blasting you right off of that window. Just pow. I mean, it's strong. You'd think the window was open. That's how much cold you can feel coming. So then when you pull down, I got roller shades, you know. When I pull down the roller shade, that creates, like, as if it was a double pane window, creates a little bit of a vapor barrier to keep it a little more warm. And you don't feel as cold, but you still kind of feel the cold coming through. Then I got that painter's drop plastic that I got for $4 and something, that I was a big enough sheet that I cut for each side to clamp to the cabinets, and then cut it back and tuck it behind the couch so it kind of blocks that off. And then the same on this side. Where the dinette booth is, I did the same thing, clamped the cabinets, and then I had it going down and tuck it behind the table, so it creates a whole nother vapor barrier, which then also makes the volume of space in the camper smaller to heat too, you know. Hey, you learn a lot of different tricks and stuff. Well, I don't know. I don't want to make this a boring deal, so once again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for clicking that thumbs up button if you did. And thanks for being a subscriber if you are. And I hope you keep watching, and maybe you'll get to know me pretty good, and maybe someday I'll meet you and I won't know you, but if you know me good, well, yeah, I'll be like, hey, let's BS and get to know each other. Well, you'd already know me better, but that ain't fair. You got an upper edge. But thanks again. God bless you, and we'll see you next time.